it's a new day today, and I'm not sure what we have in store for today. Because I don't really have anyone I can hang out with at the moment. But regardless, I know it's gonna be a good day. Why? Because it always is. Rather than rant to you all day about my thoughts, feelings, emotions, and all that goodness, because that's boring, I thought we could try something fun, and there's something that I did. I remember when I was in high school, I learned how to do what I'm about to show you, which by the title you already know that I'm going to show you how to make a stun gun out of a disposable camera. This isn't something I found on YouTube. This isn't something I seen, and if someone else has done it, great. I'm sure they have. But this is something that the way I know how to do it and the way I did it in high school. Damn, it's windy. There's like so much up on the roof. I can hear everything shaking. I'm gonna go down to the store and see if I can get myself like an old disposable camera, see if they'll give me one. And we'll go ahead and, because I don't want to waste a brand new one. I'm gonna go grab one and show you guys how to make one. I'm back now, and they were nice enough at the store to give me just an old used disposable camera. Because when you go to the store, any store that develops these kinds of cameras, so not too many anymore, but when you go to them after they develop, these get like thrown into a special bin where they can send them back to be recycled, but usually at that point they're useless to them. So if you say you want to use it for a project or for something, they'll give you one of these. I don't know if you guys ever knew this, but when you charge up the flash, you could obviously push the button to hit the flash, but if you just hit it on your hand hard enough, these things go off anyway. See? I gotta say, before I show you guys how to do this, please, you probably just shouldn't try this at home. To do this, I'm gonna be using a soldering iron, which is currently heating up, some solder, 2 wires that I found that are rated up to 300 volts. Now this is probably around 300 to 350 volts, but that should be fine. A disposable camera, which hopefully you can get for free if they'll give you one. Wire cutter / wire stripper, some scissors, and a really thin or small screwdriver. We want the camera to look as good as new after we're done, so there is a latch exposed here and a latch exposed here, but there are also some hidden ones to split it, like underneath here, and this is pretty much taped shut. So if you do it really slow, you could probably peel this up without tearing it or ruining it. Now let's open up this part real quick. I don't want to ruin too much. There we go. So now let's see if we can open up this camera. So you may have to force it a little bit, and then you'll notice there's the film, which we don't need unless you really want to take pictures. Let's get rid of that. Now that we have this open, we're going to try to separate this in there from the front part of this camera. Be careful now, because once you expose the circuitry, you're also going to expose the capacitor, which can give you a pretty nice shock. It has these little notches here, so if you push down, you can unhook them. There we go. From this part forward, make sure you only touch the plastic areas, because again, you can get a shock. But that's what these scissors are used for, is I am touching the plastic part of this and using the end of this to remove the battery. Now, it's just because the battery's gone does not mean it is not powered. That capacitor is still charged. Right here, you will see these 2 silver wires, and that actually goes directly to the capacitor. So to discharge them, I need to touch it with something metal, but make sure I'm holding the plastic or something rubber that's not going to pass along the shock to me. So let's go ahead and discharge them. There we go. And it won't charge again because the battery is not in it. At this point, what we want to do is we want to expose the ends of this wire, just a little bit. So we're gonna grab that, we strip that. We're just gonna strip one side for now. Go ahead and do the same to the other wire. Now we're gonna go ahead and take some of this solder. So we'll just cut that right there. And one at a time, I'm gonna solder this side to that silver wire, and the other wire I'm gonna solder to that one. We can now begin to reassemble the camera now that both wires are on. Notice they are not touching, and they should not touch at all. And we can go ahead and put the shell back on. But if we try to close it up now, it will be hard because the wire's sticking out. So we want them to come through the shell. Now there's a little hole right there where this red indicator light used to be, or it's still there. I'm gonna get rid of it so that we can put the wire through that one hole. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take the soldering iron, heat up a little area, and then use this small screwdriver to then finish the hole, and I can pass the other one through there. So we're gonna take the soldering iron, start a little hole right there, or just get it soft. Then use this screwdriver to then round it out, finish it off. And that should be a big enough hole right there. So let's give that a try. We will wire this one through the hole that already exists. And let's wire this one through the hole that we just made. Oops. That should fit through there perfectly. There we go. It's actually a better fit than the hole that's already there. So now let's string these through. Now before we close it all the way up, we want to cut these wires down to size because we don't want to be touching these wires after we place the battery back in. So we don't need them that big. We just need, let's take off right there. And same thing for the other one. Right there. We're going to use the stripper, yeah buddy, to take off the coating. Now I'm leaving these a little long so that it's easy for you guys to see on the video. You could obviously cut them a lot shorter, but now that those are there, we do not want to go near them, and we can place the battery back into the bottom, back in here. Perfect. So let's go ahead, and you can put the film back in if you want to. I'm not going to. And let's go ahead. Should seal up like it did beforehand. There we go. All clicks into place. Fold this back down. There we go. You now have this perfectly innocent camera. And if you go ahead and hit this flash button here so you can charge up the flash, it should charge up. I can hear it. It makes that sound, whatever. And I'll go ahead and try it with these scissors. I'm still a little nervous, so I'm actually gonna hold it with this too because I'm a little bit of a pansy. But ready? So that you guys can see it, I'm gonna touch the prongs. Ready? Wow! That is a powerful, powerful bang. It's not as loud for you guys, but that thing is loud. Let's try this one more time. Ready? Uh-oh, it's melted. Wow, look at these scissors. Here, I'll make it so it'll focus. You could see those two little burns on the metal here. It hits it, it's pretty strong, so you want to be very careful with this and not shock yourself. It's still charged regardless of whether you push that button to make it charge or not. So you need to open it up, take out the battery, and then discharge it with this. Because if you notice that I never pushed the button and this has now been sitting there for a little bit, if I go ahead and, there we go, it'll go again. So I have to go ahead and take out this battery, discharge it, and then it should be safe. Jake is back from work now.
I am.
Did I scare you?
You did.
Sorry.
A little loud.
And I'm going to the second round of the gym today. I had my workout with my trainer in the morning, and a few days a week I go for another time to do cardio at night. So we are going there before we do dinner. It's going to work up an appetite.
Because we're fat.
Because we're fat. But we're going to head up to the gym and get our groove on. Hopefully lose some of this chunkerstein. I can't really film too much here, but we just finished our workout. Totally killed it. Feel good?
Yeah. Sweaty.
Yeah.
I got some of my pumps on. Pumps is iron.
Pump is iron. This guy is out. Mr. Harvey. You want to go to bed?
Man, he doesn't even care.
He doesn't care about anything. Jake and I have just been watching some Netflix. Chilling.
We've had a romantic date night.
Yeah. Gym, dinner, TV, Jake's dancing. Anyway, it's getting late, so both of us have to go to bed. Start a new day tomorrow. Fun stuff tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today. That's all I got for you. So, I will see you guys again soon. Goodbye. I'm still good. Okay. There you go. Put yours on. Oh, this is good.
Your eyes look so creepy.